Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico, and we ask one question on this channel, which is, do they write them and do they sing them like they used to? Now, a lot of people, young and old, they think the old music is better, but I'm not so sure. And today is Master Monday, and I wanted to pay respect to Wilko Johnson, who passed away on November 21st. And at first I wasn't going to do a reaction because I usually just honor people who have done something really groundbreaking in the 21st century. You know, for example, Christine McVie also passed away recently, but I can't think of any Fleetwood Mac material from 2000 on that really, matters. But Wilko did this album with Roger Daltrey, and it got really good reviews. And when I get around to this year, 2014, it may very well be one of my 30 favorite albums of that year. I like it quite a bit, so I wanted to do this. I think he's got a unique minimal style of guitar from the 70s. There are two guitars that I think of that were just really great at simple riffs, and that was Mark Bolan of T-Rex and Wilko Johnson, who was with Dr. Feelgood and later with Ian Dury, and then in 2014 he made this. Now he's got a cancer scare and a bunch of stories, so what I'm going to do is we'll play this less than 3-minute song which just has killer guitar riffs. I mean, I just love his style of playing rhythm and lead, just interspersing it. And so let's go ahead and hit this up, and then I'm going to drop me out of the picture and put some bonus footage that I watched tonight that if you want to do a deeper dive, it'll be some humor of his and demonstrating his guitar technique. I'll just tack those on as extra videos, and I hope you enjoy this. Again, Master Monday, the great Wilko Johnson. And I wanted to say too, I've been on his Facebook page for a couple of years and have followed him and seen all his posts, and so I felt kind of connected to him. And he's one of those likable guys. Everybody in the industry likes Wilko Johnson, or liked him, and there were a lot of condolences when he passed. So it's been 13 days since he passed away, but I've still been thinking about him. Let's go ahead and hit this up. This is not the title track. It's called Out in the Country. Anyway, it's from the album Down by the Jetty, which was a long time ago, but this is Daltrey singing it.
I listen to the weatherman praying for a drop of rain. Oh, I look into the sky is full of aeroplanes. I've been searching all through the city, see you in the morning down by the Jetty. See you in the morning.
Chunka.
See the shining cars drive
So I screwed up the title. It's Through the City. That's the name of the song, and it's the final track on this album. There's 10 tracks on the album. Really great stuff. Thanks for letting me celebrate him. I wanted to listen to that again. Great stuff. Very influential guitar player. And there's some videos too. I won't put them on here, but some videos of people trying to play that style. And it's so simple and yet so difficult. It's interesting watching people trying to mimic his style and struggling with it. He just had a really unique thing going. So, and Daltrey was great on here. These guys got together, and when Wilko Johnson thought he was dying, when he thought he only had maybe days to live, and they rushed through and recorded this in 8 days, and then he saw another doctor, and the doctor said, "Oh, well, we think we can fix this," and he ended up living another 8 years after this, so, and he just passed away. So I'm a huge fan of Wilko Johnson. So hang on if you want to see some bonus footage, and as we say here in beautiful Mexico, buen dia.
I am actually left-handed. You see, now us sinistralists generally play the guitar this way round, right? And when I started playing, I learning to play this way round, right?
Just for the benefit of the listeners at home, you've turned the guitar
I'm pointing it
upside
a la
down.
Paul McCartney, right? And anyway, I really wasn't very good at playing. Everybody at school could play better than me. And after a while, I thought I found a second-hand right-handed guitar that I could... I thought what I'll do is I'll turn over and learn to play right-handed, and I'll tell myself I've only just started, so I won't feel such a duffer. And so I did. So I learned to play right-handed, and and it's worked out marvellously. I can play, and think of all the money I've saved on plectrums.
And you always gave the impression in the sound that was recorded on those records, and for anybody who saw Dr. Feelgood live, it sounded like you were playing rhythm and lead guitar at the same time.
Yeah, my guitar hero was Mick Green, who played for Johnny Kidd and the Pirates, and he it was who had invented this fantastic percussive style of playing, which involves stabs. They might call stab like that. See, quick chord, right? And you can make rhythms with them. Now, I tried, but I could never play as good as Greenie, and I kind of ended up with my style, which is it's a bit like riding a bike. Actually, it's very easy to do, but difficult to describe. But put it very simply, and it is very simple. It's this right hand, right, which is playing the rhythm, right, and it's just all the time going 8 in the bar like this. I'll dampen the strings, and you can hear the right hand going. Just like that all the time. You watch that right hand, don't change, just keeps doing that all the time, right? Now, in among all that, you can put in stabs like that. You see. You can also put in a little lick, if you want. You call a lick, like so. And that's how it's done. You now know the whole of my technique.
Well, thank you very much. This has been an extraordinary couple of years for me, which I will attempt to summarise very quickly. Beginning of last year, I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and told this was inoperable and that I had about 10 months to live. I thought, blimey, better organise a farewell tour quite quick. So we did that, right? We did the farewell tour. Ended the farewell tour. I'm still on my feet. It's the summertime, right? So we'll go over... We go over to Japan to do the Fuji Rock Festival, and I mean that was fantastic. It was really raining. I mean we got to Japan. It was raining. It can really rain over there, you know. And we got up to the festival site, and it was raining and raining. And the next day we're going to play on the main stage, and it was raining and raining. And we walked out onto the stage, and the clouds opened, and the sun comes shining down, and all these thousands of Japanese, and man, you can't go wrong. It's fantastic, and we're playing really good. And I'm looking out, and I'm thinking, this might be the last one I ever do. And that's quite a kick, I can tell you. You know. But thank you. What can I say? Thank you. Anyway, the year's wearing on. I'm still on my feet, and Roger Daltrey's got in touch and said, look, why don't we do this album, right? It was something we thought of a couple of years ago, and it never really worked out. And Roger's got in touch with me and said, we'll do this album. I said, yeah, well, we better do it quick. And in fact, we did do it quick. We did it in 8 days. And this is in November. This is the end of it last year. And I remember sort of thinking, well, it ain't been bad. I'm now in extra time. Doctor said it killed me, but he wouldn't say when. But we're pleased with this album. It's real good. And I'm thinking, well, that's great. You know, I've had a really good year, and I've ended up making that. The last thing I ever do is make an album with Roger Daltrey. You know, so pretty good. That's that. Now I can go home and die. But here comes Charlie Chan. Charlie Chan is a photographer stroke cancer doctor who's taken an interest in my case, and he's come and he's getting curious as to why I'm not dead. I mean, it's been over a year, you know. I really should be. He said, listen, I want you to go and see my friends at Adam Brooks Hospital in Cambridge and let them have a look at it, because, you know. And meanwhile, this tumour, it was a lump in my stomach, right? It's gradually getting bigger, and it's huge by then. I mean, when I walk on stage, my guitar is like pointing forwards, you know. And anyway, go to Adam Brooks and see Mr. Hugo there. He ran all the tests again, and he said they think they can do it. And they did it, man. I mean, yes. It was an 11-hour operation, and they took this tumour out of me. This tumour weighed 3 kilos. That's the size of a baby, man. I was carrying that thing on stage with me every night, you know. And anyway, they got it all. They cured me. So thank you, Adam Brooks, you know. And I was some weeks in hospital. I remember lying there, kind of full of tubes and morphine and that, and people coming in going, "Oh, the Roger Daltrey album's doing really good." I'm going, "Oh, yeah." So I missed all that. Anyway, a few weeks ago, I came home, and now I'm recuperating and hoping to regain my strength completely soon and get back on the road. And if there's a moral to this story, it's just that you never know what's going to happen. But thank you very much.
Well, if there's something that I like, it's the way that woman walk. And if there's something that I better, it's the way she baby dog. She did it right. She worked hard every night just to make me feel alright. She told me not to worry, there ain't anything of trouble inside. I said you ought to see her jump, you ought to see her walk the floor. When she get back to her seat, yeah, all the people grab her more. She did it right, she did it right. She sure do, baby. She work hard every night just to make me feel alright. She told me not to worry, there ain't anything of trouble inside. Come on, Wookie, baby, gonna take it up there, huh? Give it the. she wants, yeah. Just to keep her by my side. She did it right. She did it right. She working hard. She working hard every night just to make me feel alright. She told me not to worry, 'cause anything is trouble inside. Now come on, you better work a little bit harder, baby. Get it up there. Well, if there's something that I like, it's the way the woman walks. And if there's something that I better, it's the way she baby talks. She did it right. She did it right. She worked hard every night just to make me feel alright. She told me not to worry, 'cause anything